The following programme contains coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome back to Wines and Spirits and our continued journey to find the most haunted pub in Great Britain. First tonight we go to Birmingham and the Old Crown.
Name's George Healy. I'm one of the part owners of the Old Crown, Digbeth. I understand it's been a pub or an inn since approximately around about 1640, 30, 40, something like that. It's reckoned to be the oldest pub in Birmingham. Various events have claimed to have occurred here, including the overnight stay of Elizabeth I, some action outside with the Civil War, 3-day siege.
I'm Marion Healy and joint owner of the Old Crown. We've had lots of sightings. I personally haven't experienced any sightings, just feelings sometimes when you go into rooms that there's a presence.
As you walk in to the rear of the pub, there is a well. Apparently one of the lads came in, one of the chefs at the time, and he saw what he believed to be a lady sitting, looking into the well. When he approached her and spoke to her, it was early hours in the morning, 6-ish in the morning, she then disappeared, going actually straight through a door on her way through to the restaurant section. He pursued her just for a short distance, decided the better and disappeared into the toilets and locked himself in.
I think the ghosts visit us in the morning time. We've got 2 staff here that do help us in the mornings, and both of them have reported back that they've had mysterious things happen to them. The one lady heard lots of chains rattling, and she was very upset about that. And she ran to the chef, and he had to stay with her all morning because she said she was too scared to move around the pub. We've got another lady who works in the bedrooms, and she said that she doesn't like working on her own in that room, which is room 7. And room 5 is another one where there's sometimes felt that there's somebody there, and that would tie in with people that have stayed overnight.
Around about 4 years ago, my youngest son and his cousin nipped downstairs. Someone asked for ice. We've got an ice machine downstairs, so they willingly ran downstairs with buckets to fill from the ice machine. Kieran filled his glass and bucket, went upstairs, leaving his cousin downstairs just for a few seconds, whereby he heard a noise, turned around, and there was a guy sitting astride a barrel. According to the young lad, he had a hat on. It came out as a top hat. Now, that's something I don't think he would have ever seen. He had a long coat, velvet apparently. The most interesting thing I find anyway about this record is the fact that he mentioned that he was sitting astride looking at his hands. Around his legs were what I would term as +4s or spats. Now I find that quite interesting from a young child to mention something like that. But he was very specific on that point, which I found quite interesting.
Well, that was a very scary place indeed. Next tonight, the Trevor Arms.
I'm Denise Bennett and I'm licensee of these premises. I've been here for 20 years. This village was built by the local lord for his workers, really. So the little houses with the crosses on are all built as workers' houses. And he built a hostelry, which I think was further up the road, and a farmhouse, which was originally this in about 1812. So we think that the licence was transferred from the original hostelry up the road to this one in about 1938.
My name's Lisa Still. I'm the manager of the Trevor Arms Hotel. There was a guy that come in not so long ago. He thinks there's a little girl that's running around the place playing sort of peekaboo, which brings me to a story. One Sunday, when we have a carvery on a Sunday, one of the waitresses came and got me because, like, some young girl, she was only about 12, and she was really crying, and she was with her parents and her younger brother. So I went to see what was wrong, and she said that she had a tapping on her shoulder where she was sitting on they were sitting on a table of 4. And so I just thought this was a bit of a coincidence, this guy saying that there's a child running around and wanting to play, and this little girl has felt this tapping on the shoulder, and she was rather upset by it.
There's the sort of Cromwellian type soldier, Roundhead, that has been seen here. The story has been corroborated. So this guy walks across the car park at the top here at the back, but he doesn't touch the ground. He's dressed in a sort of soldier's uniform with a helmet, but he kind of floats over the ground. There's also a lady who haunts it, and we think it's probably the lady who was thrown down the cellar steps, and she has appeared in bedrooms, sort of coming through walls. Yes, I do believe in the paranormal, and it really doesn't scare me at all. I feel that there's a friendly sort of feeling to this place. It doesn't at all faze me. But I do think the paranormal does exist, yeah.
Next tonight, we go back to Brannigans to revisit the questions left unanswered from last week's show. Can Stuart survive? Can both of us survive if we get another attack like this one experienced by Stuart last time?
Make a sound.
Was that on the stairs? Where was it? Hello? Hello? Is that you? I'm sure I can hear Stuart screaming somehow.
It was like 3 black circles went right the way across. Just after the noise.
What? Stuart! Cal! Stuart!
Get me out of here, Cal!
He's coming here! Oh, Roger! What's the matter?
I want to go, mate, to be honest with you. I want to...
The camera went off. The camera went off then. The camera actually went off.